What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we are gonna go over an ancestry DNA test. I got this for Christmas from my fiance. I've been wanting one of these for a really, really, really long time, and he got this on a Black Friday deal, and we're gonna do it today. So the Ancestry DNA thing, it covers mainly focuses on genetic origins and family connections, not related to health one bit. And so it's going to estimate my ethnic makeup. So it's going to tell me whether I'm Irish, Polish, German, Scandinavian, African, indigenous American, or etc. whatever. Breakdown by regions and subregions, a map showing where your ancestors likely lived over the past hundreds of years, a few hundred years. So this test today is going to show me where I originated from. So we're going to check this out together. I kind of opened it a little bit just to kind of look at it. I was too excited. It says on here, don't skip this test. So it seems pretty easy. So, step 1 is registering your kit. We gotta take the QR code, scan it, and then it comes up. Oh, that's weird. Oh, so it's already kind of registered to my name anyway, because I haven't done anything in it, and it shows my name and everything. Who are you registering this kit for? Myself. Alright, registration at a glance. Link the kit, about you. Settings, consents, and reviews. So we're going to go over to that. Okay, it says take your saliva kit out of the box. That's what the kit looks like. And it says enter the code on it, which I guess I'm going to have to open because I can't see it. Okay, so I'm going to put these in. What country are you registering this kit in? United States. Okay, so it asks my name, last name, date of birth, sex assigned at birth, female. Is this the first time you've submitted a saliva sample? Yes. Do you have an identical twin? No. Have you had a bone marrow or stem cell transplant from another person? No. Has anyone else in your household submitted their DNA samples now too? No. Okay, connect with relatives. You're likely related through DNA to other people who have taken ancestry DNA tests. We call these relatives DNA matches. Participating in matches means seeing a list of relatives and allowing them to see you. With matches, you may find new relatives, learn how you're related, compare your results, and exchange messages. Okay. Sure, participating matches. I'll do that. How should we display you to your DNA matches? Female labels. Okay. Do you consent? I consent. I give consent. I consent. Alright. That was it, guys. It literally took 2 minutes. I registered my kit. Success. Okay. Okay, now we are on step 2. Fill the tube with saliva to the black wavy line. Fill the tube until your saliva, not including bubbles, is at or just above the wavy line. It's easy. It's easy. That's less than 1/4 teaspoon. Do not overfill. Okay, so I don't know whether, like, if you were supposed to, I just drank coffee. I haven't brushed my teeth yet. I don't know if that makes a difference. Okay, before an ancestry DNA saliva test, you should wait at least 30 minutes before the test. Do not Eat food, drink anything, including water, smoke or vape, chew gum, brush your teeth, use mouthwash. Just keep food particles and other DNA from contaminating your sample. After 30 minutes, you just spin the tube, no needles, no pain. Seal it, shake it with stabilizing liquid, and mail it back. If your mouth feels dry, drink water more than 30 minutes beforehand. Take the test first thing in the morning before eating or brushing. Okay, so I gotta wait 30 minutes. I might as well chug this coffee real quick. All right, so around 2 o'clock, I'm gonna be back, and we're gonna take this test. Then to end, it's gonna take 6 weeks for it to come back. So I don't know if I'm gonna make this video and then finish it after I get my test back, or if we're all gonna wait together, which kind of sucks. I mean, don't you just kind of want to know? Like, don't you want to know right now? Alrighty, guys. I decided to wait the next day to do this test because it said not to drink or eat anything 30 minutes prior to doing the saliva test on here. So I decided to wait in the morning because I already drank something and then I forgot. So we are doing it now. And this is all going to be in just one video. For you guys, you won't have to wait the 2 weeks like I'm about to wait, which seems like a long time, but time really does go a lot faster the older you get, seems like. So, all right, there's the test kit. So yeah, you're not supposed to eat or drink anything, and then they suggest you don't brush your teeth either. So I didn't do that. So I guess. Which I don't know how they expect you to do this because I haven't drank anything. So like I'm pretty thirsty right now. I don't know how well this is gonna work. And I guess this is if I have no idea what that is for. Why did I just open it like that? What is that for? Whoopsie daisy. I thought it was like something to wipe your mouth off with if you get slobber on you, but so we already registered the kit. Spit in the tube, fill the tube with saliva to the black wavy line, which they're saying that's supposed to be easy. That's a lot. Fill the tube until your saliva, not including bubbles, is out or just above the wavy line. It's easy. That's just 1/4 teaspoon. Do not overfill. Okay. Replace a funnel with a cap. Tighten the cap. You'll experience resistance with screwing on the cap. Keep tightening until the cap is seated securely on the tube shelf. Shake to release the stabilizing fluid. Shake the tube for at least 5 seconds. This will ensure the blue stabilizing fluid releases from the cap and mixes with your saliva, so your lab can best process your sample. We'll send you an email update about your progress of your test. Da 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 da. Um, it doesn't say anything about this, and it doesn't even look like it's a cleaning pad. It looks I can't even describe it. It's like plastic. I don't know. Okay. I have a feeling this is gonna take a while. Like not including the bubbles, and that's all I'm getting. And I'm really thirsty. And it's stuffed up. Alright. It's there. So they say to replace this. Shake it for 5 seconds. Put this in here. Place the sample. Ooh. Okay, so let's place the sample inside the collective bag provided in the DNA kits. In the DNA kit, seal the bag. Return your sample. Place your sample in the prepaid mailing box. Seal the box with the adhesive strip Now we wait, or I wait, a long, very long couple weeks. It says that your results will be ready within 6 weeks from the time we received your sample. So I'm mailing it today, which is the 9th, and then we'll see. All right, guys, the moment we have all been waiting for, my test results for my Ancestry DNA test is here. Guys, I've looked at them already. My DNA test came back. Turns out I'm a mutt. No, but this is awesome. I've been looking at it off and on in between working and the kids and all that. And yeah, I'm about to share them with you. So here they are. So I have 8 regions, and here is where all my DNA has come from. We got Scotland, we have North Ireland, we have Denmark, we have Belgium, we have Wales, a lot of United Kingdom stuff. And it is just really, really cool. So this right here, I have 55% of my DNA came back in this area right here. 11% West Midlands, which, yeah, Wales and England. East Midlands and Northeast England. So a lot, actually. 50, 60, 67, 74% of my DNA came from all of this right here. 18% Central Scotland and Northern Ireland. Very cool. 4% Northern Germany. 2% Denmark. And 1% Sardinia, which is, I'm guessing, this little guy right there. So that's it, man. Like, I don't know quite what I was expecting. I figured Scotland because I've been doing my family tree. I linked my family tree to my DNA, and it popped up a lot more stuff, which is awesome. Like, popped up like some first cousins one time removed, which I had to look that up. I wasn't even quite sure. I didn't know we were getting into the whole one time removed, all that stuff. I was not aware of what that. I mean, I've heard of it, of course, but what that meant. But yeah, so that's so crazy. I think it tells you what it means, the dark green and the light green. So down here, because I done my DNA, they were able to actually, without my parents' DNA, figure out what percentage I got from each parent, that's crazy. That's crazy. Where do people with this region live? England, Belgium, Channel Islands, France, Netherlands. See, I was always meant to live over there in Europe, guys. My other England regions: West Midlands, 11%, 5%, 4%. Yeah, and my grand uncle. Never knew I had one of those. So yeah, it says right here, on average, people native to this area get the light green 25 to 50% this ancestral region, and then the dark green is 50 to 75% this ancestral region. So, okay. So it's just on average percentages for that.
So I have 18% Central Scotland and Northern Ireland. Where do people with this region live? Scotland, Channel Islands, England, Faroe Islands, France, Isle of Man. I don't know how to say that. I'm gonna have to look more into this to figure out everything. Amy's 3 ancestral journeys. Hey, pause it. Oh, yeah.
Like and subscribe.
Hey, no, I was gonna ask you about this, but I don't need to come over here now.
Did I already show you this? On average, people native to this area get 25%, 50% this ancestral region,
I think
50
earlier,
to 75% this ancestral region. What does that mean, really?
I'm not sure exactly. Oh, like so people that's native to that area would get that much. So like if you were born and raised in this green zone here, then more than likely your DNA would probably show up as this percentage of from there. Because
Okay,
there's so much intermixing and stuff.
so I got
people move around a lot.
55%, and actually more in
Right.
England when they break it down and stuff.
So basically, so DNA wise, you would have the similar DNA patterns as somebody that would be natively born and raised in that area.
Okay.
You would share the same. You'd share the same. Yeah. So you might be still recording.
All right.
Are you recording?
I don't know.
Yeah. So you're recording. You just don't have screens right now.
Okay.
Power went out.
Yeah. Can you flip it back on?
That's only the third time. I think that breaker's getting.
Oh man, always something. That scared me.
Yeah. So what's going on?
And that wraps it up, guys. If there's anything you want to add, put it down in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And yeah, thanks for watching. I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.